Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about the latest updates regarding Messi's renewal, and then later in this video, we are also going to be talking about the latest on Antoine Griezmann. Is Griezmann going to be one of those players that Barcelona do want to sell, or does Barcelona actually want to keep Griezmann for the next season? And then lastly, we are going to be talking about the minutes that Pedri has been accumulating as of late, because right now there is a lot of tension going on with Pedri playing a lot of minutes and being featured in the Olympics. So all of this is going to be discussed within today's video, and we are first going to be talking about Lionel Messi. Now, there are doubts right now that Messi may not be renewing with FC Barcelona. The media is portraying that type of image around the world of football. The media has also gone bonkers with the fact that many could say that Messi is a free agent, which is true, and it's very weird to say that Messi is actually allowed to go in any club he does desire. And what's even more weird is that Barcelona, once they do renew Messi, what Barcelona is actually going to have to say is that they have signed Lionel Messi in this summer. I know that I did say this in my previous video, but it's so strange to hear that, because many of us did expect that Barcelona was going to renew Messi before his contract did end, which did end about 12 to 13 hours ago. There has been a lot of noise, there has been memes going on in the media, it has been absolute chaos. But this is what I'm here to clear out, because many are assuming that is there actually a chance that Messi could be leaving Barcelona? But it says here, Messi's lawyers maintain the message that the only intention is to renew with this club. The lawyers and the environment of Lionel Messi have already informed Barcelona that there is nothing to worry about, whether it's going to be tomorrow or after the Copa America does finish. Messi does want to renew with Barcelona. So this basically does mean that Messi and the lawyers, they have informed Joan Laporta, Mateo Alemán, that they do want to renew, that there should be no nervousness, no tension going on around the club. Messi wants to stay. And I think that this is also confirming that there is a possibility that Messi and his father and the lawyers might finish the Copa America and then immediately right after head over to Barcelona and complete the deal, which does make sense, because right now Messi is in a tournament where there are a lot of high stakes, and if everything does go well, we could possibly see a final between Argentina and Brazil, a game that many of us do want to see. And the fact that Argentina and Brazil can play at the Maracanã in Brazil to beat Brazil in their home soil, you better bet that Messi does want to do that, and he is completely focused on his current task. But in the end, many of us should feel very secured that Messi is going to be renewing with this club. And I think that we should also feel very secured on not just Messi renewing his contract with Barcelona, but feel very secure that the only reason why Messi wants to renew with this club is because he believes that Barcelona will be a competitive team, something that many of us fans do want to see next season. So any further details regarding Messi's renewal, we will be discussing it here in this YouTube channel. And then moving on towards Antoine Griezmann, we are going to be talking about the latest on this player. Now, let me get one thing very clear. Barcelona right now, they have Sergio Aguero, Dembélé, Antoine Griezmann, Messi, Ansu Fati, Memphis Depay, and Trincao as their attacking options. Yes, we do have Martin Braithwaite, but everything does indicate that Martin Braithwaite will be getting sold in the near future. But the fact that we have this many attackers, which is a total of 7 players within a club that uses a formation where they can only use 3 attackers, what are we going to do with the rest of these players? Because look, I am a strong believer that rotation is very healthy, because it does prevent injury and burnout. But at the same time, you also need to have a balance, to have a team that plays consistently with each other, that gels together. And if you look at our attacking options that Koeman does have, I just do not think that if you were to use the rotation policy within this club, there will be no set team that we could be seeing in the next season, because all of these players do have to play. These are not just the normal players. Many of these players do demand minutes, and they are great players. And you look at our attacking options, many of us have discussed that Koeman's most likely front 3, it is going to be Memphis Depay, which Koeman does rate and has been wanting for many months. We're also going to be having Lionel Messi, who is a for sure starter in this club, and then we're also going to be having Ansu Fati. The only reason why there is an agenda to push Ansu Fati within the starting 11 is because he is a mandatory player to be starting, a player that can bring a new era to Barcelona, so he is a must starter. And then you have to ask, what are we going to do with Antoine Griezmann? And that is what makes me very nervous, is the fact that if Griezmann stays at Barcelona, it could hinder the minutes of Ansu Fati, and many of us and the club does want to see Ansu Fati play. And at this very moment, everything does indicate that Griezmann will be staying at Barcelona, and it says here that the sporting area finds it interesting to keep Griezmann on the team for next season. Only if a good offer arrives will they value it, but they're not desperately looking to sell Griezmann this summer. And so here's the thing, right? I don't think that there is a club in the world that would be willing to buy Antoine Griezmann for the fee that Barcelona would demand, because right now the transfer market does state that Griezmann would be worth around 66 million euros. Let's just say worst case scenario, scenario that Barcelona demands is 60 million euros. That is still a lot of money for a player like Griezmann, and especially in a time like this. There are not many clubs out there that are willing to put out this type of bid for a 30-year-old player, and especially when you know that Griezmann does demand a very high wage. So if Griezmann were to continue throughout this summer and he continues to be a Barcelona player, I have a feeling that this could be Griezmann's final season, which is going to be Koeman's second season. Because after Koeman does depart as the Barcelona coach, which many are assuming there is going to be a new coach with fresh ideas, and knowing that Griezmann is going to be completing 3 years at this Barcelona club, it is going to be time to move on. So I am really going to be pushing the agenda for Griezmann to perform next season, because Griezmann is a great player, but he has not had that season where they have dominated world football, and I would love to see Griezmann succeed with FC Barcelona. So if he does continue, hopefully Ronald Koeman finds a balance between using Griezmann and Ansu Fati, and also having Griezmann very effective on the field when he does get his minutes. And now lastly, I do want to talk about the last topic of today, and that is going to be about Pedri. So many reports have stated that Spain does want to use Pedri in the Olympics, and many have seen this as a huge problem because he has been used all of last season under Ronald Koeman. He is currently playing at the Euros, and now he is scheduled to be playing at the Olympics, and this is a huge concern because Pedri has been playing a lot of minutes in the past year. Ever since he did make his debut with FC Barcelona, he has not been a bench player. Pedri has been playing every minute for the national team and his club team, and eventually it could come to a point where he could encounter a very serious injury, and that is something that many of us do not want to see. And the reporters did ask Pedri what he did think about playing so many minutes, and this is what he had to say. Like any other kid, what I love is playing, and the more matches I play, the better. It is true that I have played many games, but I can be playing all year. So look, it does seem like Pedri is very confident that playing this many games and minutes and having all of these minutes is not a huge concern for this player. But I would still greatly advise Pedri to slow down, because look, I understand that Pedri does want to continue playing in every game. I understand that he's a young player. Every young player wants to play every game and in every minute. But Messi does too, and Ansu Fati does too. And Messi has historically encountered injuries because he has been overworked. Ansu Fati has also encountered a very serious injury at a very young age, and many did not expect Ansu Fati to be out for about 9 months, and especially when he was only 18 years old. And this is the reason why I do not want to push Pedri to play in every minute, because he may feel like he's okay, but the body will tell you when it is going to be time to relax. So yes, Pedri may say that he's ready, he's confident, he does want to play in every game, but the body will say otherwise. And everything does seem like Pedri is going to be playing in the Olympics because Barcelona have asked. Even Barcelona is very aware of the amount of minutes he is accumulating. They have asked the Spanish Federation to let go of Pedri and put him away from the Olympics and have him come to Barcelona in the preseason, to have him rest, to have him recharge. But the Spanish Federation does not want to do that. It is not in their plans. So what I would suggest for Ronald Koeman to do when the season does start, or the preseason, would be to greatly rotate the midfield. In those first 1 to 2 months, I would highly suggest to have Pedri being recharged. We have the options to use in the midfield. Players such as Alex Collado can be brought in, Moriba can be brought in, Ricky Puig can be brought in. And then after those 2 months are over, then we can start to introduce Pedri again. But that is it, right? That is going to be the conclusion. I appreciate Pedri's spirit. We have seen Pedri play world class with the Spanish national team. It's very exciting to see this player. I would love to see this player in every game and in every minute. But the last thing that we do want to see is for this player to encounter a very serious injury, because again, he is a very integral and important and class player for Barcelona and the national team. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.